Peace, world. Peace, 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 peace. Welcome to another Substantial Weekly. My name is Substantial. If it's your first time, I appreciate you for being here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. To everybody watching right now, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like this video. And if you don't mind, hit that share button as well so we can get some more folks to join us to get these weekly updates. But yeah, man, it is great to see everyone. Do me a favor, let me know how you guys are doing. Make sure you say peace and let me know what part of the world you're tuning in from. We love to see that. All right. So, yeah, man, so many things going on, but let's start with the biggest thing. And by the way, let me know how everything sounds on your end so I can adjust if need be because I'm solo right now. But yeah, man, super excited because today is the official release day for Arithmetic, man. So we'll jump into that. Shout out to everyone in the chat right now. Yeah, man, we got Arlington, Virginia in here. We got Texas in the building, Belgium tuning in. That's what's up. All right. And we also got Seattle by way of Baltimore. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So great to see everybody up in here. Welcome to everyone. As I mentioned before, today is a big day because it is the official release day for Animal Arithmetic. So we're going to talk a lot about that today. And yeah, man, I'm going to play a little bit for you. Man, so much, yo. It's so much to talk about, but I'm definitely going to try to address everything. And of course, at the end of this video, we will definitely do Q&A. So just hold tight. If your question is relevant to something I'm talking about at the time, though, I will try to get to it as quickly as I can, man. So first and foremost, let me just say thank you to everyone who already pre-ordered Animal Arithmetic. And for those who don't know what it is, I'm going to share to the screen and let you see what the cover art looks like and share a link so you know where you can go check it out. But basically, Animal Arithmetic is an album and a manga. So it started as a manga project, which was created by a woman named KDFoxx, a good friend of mine. And she developed this story, which is amazing. And you all will see in a few months because she's currently finishing up the manga. And yeah, man, she reached out to me back in 2014 or 15. We can't really remember because it was so long ago. But she told me about her vision and what she wanted to do. And it was very exciting, man. And I was honored that she thought of me to be a part of it because she was already a fan of my music. And, you know, 4 years later, we talked again. You know, I've had a lot of experience, and so has she, with running successful Kickstarter campaigns. And so she really wanted to get it funded. And, you know, and so she could bring not just the manga to life, but a potential album as well that would be created by me. And so, yeah, man, so we had a lot of conversation, worked really hard on how we could make this possible and how we could bring it to life. And then back in September, we rolled out our plan and launched our campaign. And you guys, along with so many other folks who were fans of hers and other people who just discovered it, came through and supported and literally funded the campaign within an hour. So $8,000 was raised within an hour. And by the 30-day period, by the time the 30-day period ended, we had raised nearly $40,000 because of people like you who are tuning in right now. So let me just start by saying thank you, right? Thank you to everybody. Whether you're a person who supported the Kickstarter campaign or not, regardless, you're here right now with me. So that lets me know you're a supporter in some way, shape, or form of what it is I do. So thank you so much. To those of you who have been streaming the songs from the project, it's crazy. The album came out this morning, and already all the songs combined have over, last I checked, it's nearly 22,000 streams so far. So yeah, man, and that's all y'all. Like, you know, of course we had a little something to do with that, but it's because of folks like y'all, man, and we can't thank you enough. So yeah, man, let's get this cover art up on the screen so you can see. For those who don't know what the cover art looks like, man, it is beautifully done by KDFoxx. If you don't know how dope she is, you need to get familiar. Make sure you are following her on social media. But yeah, man, thank you. Shout out to all of you guys, man, in the chat. Shout out to Warrior Mindset for contributing. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. And also shout out to, oh man, Nice Queen. Thank you as well for the super sticker. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys. And so, yeah, man, got so many folks tuning in. Wisconsin's in here right now. That's what's up. Brooklyn's up in here. Canada, I see you. All right. Nice Afro. What's going on? All right. And then we also have folks watching via Twitch. All right. We appreciate the love. Yeah, man. I appreciate everything. Thank you guys so much. So look, what I'm going to do, since we got this cover art up on the screen, I'm going to share a track from the project, just to kind of get some of the people who aren't familiar with the project. So just so you know, for those of you who are fans of me doing my rapidy rap thing, it is mostly an instrumental project. So all of the beats are produced by me. It features some amazing talent, though. People like Marcus D are featured on the project. Also, composer Mason Lieberman is on the project. Who else? We got IQ. He's on the project from the MPC Collective. And then we also have Maracabas from Japan. He's on the project. And shout out to Jonathan Smalls, who plays bass on several tracks on the project. I appreciate that love as well. And I feel like I'm forgetting someone. I said Marcus. Oh, Malcolm Jackson and Millen for being on the track Your Greatest Weapon with me, man. And so shout out to everybody also who has watched that music video. I'll be sure to point you to that. And we'll talk about some other things before we go. So let's get into a track from it. Yeah, man, shout out to IQ once again. So let's start with his track, because 2 of the tracks have already been released. So I'm not going to play those because y'all are already familiar. But throughout this session today, I will go ahead and share some of the music. So we're going to start with a song called A Simple Equation, which features IQ. And this is from the album from me and KDFoxx called Animal Arithmetic Volume 1. Which would imply there's more to come at some point. So here we go. Let's check the track. And y'all let me know how it sounds on your end, all right?
It's a simple equation, you see. There is something animals scraping against a box. We put it there and sealed the box in an attempt to drown out the noise that haunts us.
Let's take it back just in case.
It's a simple equation, you see. There is something animals scraping against a box. We put it there and sealed the box in an attempt to drown out the noise that haunts us. No air, no sound. It's our mantra, but an animal has a mantra too. Whatever you contain will always find a way out, and when it does, it will scream, leaving you no choice but to listen.
Animal instinct to gain power. The struggle for survival that's fought to the last hour. We struggle to keep balance from those who seek power. Divided all the spoils of war from our houses. We strive to gain freedom through time, obtain knowledge. I forge you like a weapon, survive by myself culling, projecting all of the spectrums of light without warning, illuminating all of the world without borders. Breathing the air from your lungs, a scream that's created from vibes of our blood. The trauma that's imbued from the past that lives on, ingrained in our own DNA that passed on when you're gone. Tell me why the cage bird sings, multiply the generations and the pain that it brings. It's a fraction of the cost of everything that's been seen. Now open your third eye, cause introspection we need. Building a world with lost memories, the darkness where the struggle is born with stark enemies. The battle that is fought in the light over supremacies, the yin and the yang through the time like lost nemesis. Building a world of lost memories, the darkness where the struggle is born with stark enemies. The battle that is fought in the light over supremacies, floating through the river of time like lost memories. Building a world of lost memories. Battle that is fought in the light.
Whatever you contain will always find a way out, soft, leaving you no choice but to listen. That's how it's always been and always will be. But few will ever know, because that is what keeps the equation simple.
There we go. Thank you. My bad. Let's start that again. Hey, shout out to IQ. My bad, y'all. Shout out to IQ for putting together that verse and that hook for that particular track. For those who don't know what song that was A Simple Equation, Lost Memories by IQ, from the album Animal Arithmetic Volume 1. When I made that particular track, I knew that, I knew I felt like it sounded like the beginning of something, right? Even though it's track 2 on the project, it really felt like, the album starts and then, how some movies start and you're already like in the middle of something. That's how the opening track is. But then there's a moment in the film where a track, there's a moment in a film where then something happens after the initial first scene, right? And then that title card drops, and then you get the proper intro, right, to what's happening and what's going on. And I feel like that's exactly what this track is with IQ, man. Yeah, man. So, shout out to IQ for doing a great job, and yeah, man, that track right now, I think is like the third or fourth most streamed track so far on day one. So it's a great sign, man. IQ did his thing. Thanks again, brother. Shout out to the whole NPC collective, my fam, and IQ for being super dope and reliable. You know what I mean? He definitely came through. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. All right, so let's hear another track from the project, and then while that's playing, I'm gonna drop a link in there for y'all for those who don't know where to stream it at. But yeah, here is another track from the project, A Different Beast, featuring Marcus D.
When I say I'm not easy to love, it is because you have to catch me first. My memories and song carry me in the in-between, but if you observe closely, you will see I always return to the same tree after every journey. Find this tree, and you find my soul.
Shout out to Marcus D once again, playing all the keys on the track. Got the mood. Yeah, man. Shout out to Marcus D, my brother from another mother. Marcus D, a.k.a. White Chocolate, a.k.a. Chef Boy MD. My brother from another mother, man. Love him. Yeah, man. And also, for those who don't know, today is Bandcamp Friday. Let me go ahead and just make sure I plug that as well, man. Today is Bandcamp Friday. So if you're a person who prefers to buy actual downloads of music in high quality formats, Bandcamp is a great place to do it, especially today, because today they let artists keep 100% of the royalties or profits from the album. Just a small percentage goes to PayPal for processing the payment. But definitely, if you're a person interested in supporting the project, a great way to do that is via Bandcamp today. And speaking of Bandcamp, my man Marcus D also dropped some new stuff. He has a new instrumental project, which I believe is available on vinyl exclusively on Bandcamp today as well. So please support that, brother. And just know, man, like, you know, I have, y'all have seen it a bunch of times, man. I'm always promoting the artists that I collaborate with because, you know, besides the fact that they're talented artists, they're also dope people. And so just know that, man, when I encourage you to go check out some of my brothers and sisters who I work with, it's because I believe in what they do. And not for nothing, like, they're so talented that whether I knew them or not, they make dope music. So I listen to them the way I listen to anyone. Like the way I play Anderson .Paak, I listen to like Marcus D, or I listen to Mega Ran like that. Or the way I would put art up on a wall from you know, a known artist like Basquiat, who I have their stuff on my wall. I also have some of KDFoxx's stuff posted around my place. So I just want y'all to know that supporting them, when I ask you to do that, I just want you to take the first step of going to check out what they do if you're not already hip, right? And then if you dive deep enough, I'm sure you'll find stuff you love, because I wouldn't be on here talking about it if it wasn't dope. So definitely, man, shout out to my brothers and sisters who are continuing to make dope stuff. And yeah, man, it's an honor and privilege to be able to work with dope and amazing people. All right, shout out to Red Moon, who's always supporting. I appreciate you, Queen. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, Bandcamp is a great place to get chill hop. It's a great place to get a lot of different things. But I'm talking too much. Let's hear another track, shall we? This next track is another one that's produced by me. Shout out to KDFoxx, who every time you hear a voice actor on this project, they are reciting either poetry or a script that was written by KDFoxx. All right. And then this next track, you know, we have a lot of different voice actors, but this particular voice actor is a brother named Hunter Scott. He's actually from Maryland. He's toward the end of this track. And man, he's done a lot of work with Funimation. You've heard his voice on Attack on Titan. You've heard his voice in One Piece and a whole lot of other things, joints like Gangster and all of that. Yeah, man. And so let's see. Let's get into another track. This is also one of my favorites. And shout out to my brother Jonathan Smalls for playing bass guitar on this track, along with the opening track on the album and two other tracks, which I'll tell you about as we get into it. But let's jump into Hellhound Hustle, Gustavo's theme. Shout out to Millen in here. We're previewing my album that dropped today that you're on, sir. My man Jonathan Smalls on the bass, though. This joint make me wish I never stopped breaking.
the middle finger to society that never wavers.
That joint right there, boy. Good Lord. Lord. Man, hey, man. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making that joint. Early on when I made it, I knew I wanted to have that on the project and stuff. And yeah, man, I definitely, I told Katie, I was like, man, we got to use this for something, and I was trying to find different things that fit the vibe of the project, man. Hey, Millen, man. Hey, look, when we work on volume 2, brother, I'm gonna give you a call, man, for sure. But yeah, man. So I just brought up the Bandcamp page really quickly, just for you all to see, just so you can know about some things on Bandcamp. So I'm gonna drop the link because again, today is Bandcamp Friday, which means 100% of all proceeds go directly to the artist. So definitely support it if you can. The reason why I brought it up on the screen isn't just because it's Bandcamp Friday, but it's also because, see this cassette right here, this USB cassette? So it's not an actual tape, it's a USB drive with a whole lot of space on it. And it literally has my entire discography on it, okay? Bop Alloy stuff, my solo stuff, and this album, all right? There is one copy left, one copy. So, yeah. I highly suggest that if you want that one copy, it is going for $65, but that's because it literally has roughly about 20 plus years of music on this one thing. And it's the size is 16 gigs as well. So it's about 4+ gigs worth of music. So you can use it to dump other things on there as well. But yeah, man, definitely today is probably your last day to get that for a while. So I highly recommend that if you're going to cop that, you do that soon. But yeah, man, nice Demon Queen. Thank you so much for supporting, And Millen, hey, man, I see you. Hey, can we all clap it up for Millen right now, man? Millen is officially going on tour with the band Lawrence. So that is huge. Clap it up for him. Not only is it huge because they are doing their thing and they're a really solid band who makes great music, it's also huge because of the fact that, man, this dude, is getting to work with people he admired, and and he's been putting himself out there doing some amazing stuff, and they recognize his talent, had him open for them, and and they enjoyed what he did so much they invited him to come on tour with them. So that is amazing, man. Congrats to Millen. Super happy for you, bro. Yeah, man. But that's what's up. Shout out to everyone who already copped the cassette. You better let these people know they slacking. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, all the love in the chat for Millen. That's dope. So let's that's what's up, Alex. Yeah, man, Alex is not for the game. Shout out to everybody who already copped the cassette. I appreciate you. I'm trying to let these people who have it, let them know. You know what I mean? All right. So let's hear another track, shall we? So this next track, this track is one of the tracks that took a bit longer to make because it's Katie's official theme song. I sent her a couple different drafts where it ended up, it was really rough in the beginning. I was having some trouble finishing it. And so when I bumped into Jonathan Smalls at a gig that I was doing with Javier Starks, that I was hosting for Javier, we were talking because we performed. He used to play a lot with Sounds of the City. Shout out to Precious Joubert, my man Biscuit, Bynum. And we were just talking, man, about music and all of that. And I told him, I was like, man, I've been looking for a consistent bass player for a while to be able to support on some of these tracks that I'm making. Even though I'm capable of playing bass by keys, on these different tracks, I just wanted some live bass feel for some of the music. And he was like, well, you ain't got to look any further, brother. I got you. So, man, I sent him this track and 3 other tracks from the project that I was trying to finish up. And he came through, man, and inspired me to take this track even further. So without further ado, here is Bridge of the World, Katie's theme. All right. Hunter Scott again.
Know the things you can accomplish with spiritual freedom. Start with a song.
A song? A song? A song?
Almost got like an old school West Coast feel to it as well. Man, okay. So look, I'm gonna stop for a second with the music just real quick. So if anyone has questions about the project, let's answer a few questions instead of waiting till the very end for Q&A. We can actually start some Q&A right now in case anybody just wants to know anything about particular tracks, so on and so forth. Also, oh, by the way, thank you so much to anyone who's seen the music video for the album, for the song, Your Greatest Weapon. Shout out to everyone who's been watching it, man. The video currently has over 3,000 plus views. So, man, that's super exciting. So anyone who hasn't watched it, make sure you watch the video. I'll be sure to link to the video before this ends. And if you haven't liked the video, if you haven't shared it yet, if you haven't commented on it, I encourage you to please do so. That just keeps it, you know, it's helping us with the algorithm, making sure it's more visible to other people on this platform and stuff. And, you know, people get excited, man. One of the things I tell different young people and adults that I consult through my company is that, you know, it's great you made some amazing stuff and you want to attract new fans. But the fact of the matter is, if the people who know you aren't commenting and don't seem to really engage with the stuff you're posting, and someone new comes along and sees it and they don't see people excited about it, it sometimes affects how they'll perceive it, whether they'll engage with it, so on and so forth. So people are kind of low-key thinking, and sometimes not so low-key thinking, like if the people who know what's up or know you don't seem to care, why should I? You see what I'm saying? So I appreciate those of you who always take the time to comment, to like it, to share it. Even when we're not asking you, you do this without anyone prompting you, man. I appreciate all of you, but definitely those of you who go that extra mile, man. I see you and I thank you for doing that because it helps. It helps tremendously. So thanks so much, man. But yeah, Steph, yeah, that guitar, right? You know, Ice Killer up in here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a supporter, you know, a YouTube substantial vet over here, you know what I mean? Salute to my man, Ice Killer. All right. And thank you, Kaz. I appreciate it, man. You know, so look, all right, so since there's no questions right now, let's get into another track. I feel that's what you're really trying to tell me. It's like, man, I ain't got no questions, B. Hit play on that music, son. Say less, I got you. So this next track is called Ape Shit. It's Gigi's theme. Oh, let me stop it, because I got to get some context real quick. So Gigi's theme, or Ape Shit, is basically it's inspired by Baltimore club music, right? So it's not, I don't want to say it is Baltimore club because I don't necessarily make Baltimore club music. But as someone who grew up as a fan of Baltimore club music, because, you know, a lot of my family on my father's side is from Baltimore, so I spent a lot of time up there, used to live in B-more. So I got love for Baltimore club music, and if you know what's up already, I ain't got to explain too much. So this track, this dance track that's on the project, is inspired by that sound because Katie told me, she was like, this character's theme needs to be kind of just wild, just really up tempo, and just, you know, like feeling like she's unleashed. So yeah, man. So here it is. All right. And if you got space where you are, dance. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you in the car. Dance in your car. Cass.
I do wanna go ape shit. Ooh, let's play a game. You win, you die, you lose, I kill you. It's okay, you can laugh. It's funny. Oh, why the long face? I only broke your jaw.
All kinds of disrespectful. Shout out to Gigi. Yeah, man. So that track was a lot of fun to make. Some backstory on that track too is that that's what's up. Hey man, I see y'all in the comments. Thank you, man. Thank you. So yeah, man. Yeah, that track was a lot of fun to make, clearly, but also a little backstory to that track, right? So a lot of times I don't have a lot of finished beats just kind of laying around for me to shop. So occasionally people do hit me up. Shout out to Natty for being super patient, and a couple other brothers who hit me up waiting on beats, man. I am not the fastest producer, and I'm not, I won't say wasteful is the wrong word. I'm not a person who just kind of creates for the sake of creating anymore. I'm very intentional with my creation. So sometimes I play around for the sake of playing around, but most days, like, I know what I'm sitting down to make and what I'm making it for, I should say. And so, but this was a track that literally came about because my administrator, who assists me with a lot of my publishing, it hit me up because he had found an opportunity where they were looking for like some club music or some house music, and kind of upbeat for a commercial. But they wanted something more poppy. And so I started it, and I was just like, and it was upbeat, right? And it was kind of feel good, but I didn't feel like it sounded pop. And I really didn't want to kind of clean it up too much. I still wanted it to feel hard, but at the same time be bright, right? And feel good. And so, yeah, man, so I got like I had just the bones of the track down, and then I hit him up. I hit my guy back. I was like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna be able to do this particular thing. Luckily, we weren't contracted to do it. It was just pretty much me submitting something, seeing if they would like it. So I didn't even submit it. I just kept this rough. And so when she hit me up and we started talking about the character Gigi, and she told me the direction she wanted to go, the biggest challenge I had with a lot of these tracks, because some of the tracks required different moods. And so sometimes there were core elements that needed to be in it that wasn't necessarily jazz hop or, or quote unquote lo-fi or whatever like box people want to put it in, which made it challenging sometimes because it was already promoted to the public as like a quote unquote jazz hop project. And so, and a lot of times I try not to put a label on something when it's not done yet, but that had already been put out there. So I was like, oh, sorry. So that since that was already put out there, I had to kind of work within certain confines to still stay true to that. So I chopped certain elements or whatever, certain jazz elements, and had it in there, but at the same time made sure that that Baltimore club feel I wanted to capture and like me pay homage to that sound and the sound that I've been listening to since I was a kid. And so, yeah, man, I feel like I did it, and I'm glad that you all are digging it because it was a lot of fun to make, man. So thank y'all, but let's see. Oh, this next track, shout out to my brother Mason Lieberman. A brilliant composer, man. A really good friend, and just super talented to have him on the. He's super talented, and I'm happy to have him on the project. So I'm gonna play this next one for you. Enjoy. It's called Memphis Smoke.
This is my pops' old guitar. He called it Memphis Smoke. It's really all of his I have left. I've played for years, but I don't really hold a candle to it. Playing it doesn't depress me though, don't get me wrong. It's calm. That's why I like it. The world can't seem to stop. You can't think straight. Helps to just play. All that matters when you play is the tune right then and there. Drums the rest of the bullshit out. He was always playing. I'm thinking Bob's had it figured out from the start.
Shout out to Daniel Acosta as well. I'm gonna let it flow into the next one.
From a great place barely heard.
It's called Fox
I
and the
start
Mainframe.
Where you stop, I am the last to know and the last to love. I am gray hair.
My man Bob, good to see you up here, homie. Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna play some stuff for y'all. Like after the album finish, I'm gonna let y'all hear some other stuff.
I live inside your every hum, your every thought, every pluck of a string or plink of an ivory key in your soul. I cannot keep you alive. I lack such power. But I infuse you.
Yeah, man. All right. So that again was Fox in the Mainframe. The voiceover actor that you were hearing is the homie Hunter Scott. Shout out to him. Did an amazing job. Shout out to all the voice actors. I don't have everyone's name in front of me, so please don't think I'm intentionally not shouting out certain people. I just there are only a few of them that I know personally, and a lot of them I don't know, so their names slip my mind. But If you cop the album on Bandcamp or look in the credits anywhere where it's available, you will see all of the information. I actually just did a thread of tweets that included a lot of them as well, so you can actually follow them on social media as well. But shout out to the voice actors who killed it. Everybody killed it. And I'm going to play this next track in a second, but I wanted to address some of the questions in the comments because y'all asked some really cool questions. So first question we got here from Ice Killer. It says, so since this is volume 1, will there be more volumes as more of the story comes out? So yeah, the goal is to make more music for this, right? Right now it's in manga form, and hopefully it eventually turns into an anime as well. So that is definitely the plan. And, you know, KDFoxx, if she were here, and she will be, this is a moment that we're going to take to let you know what's going to happen at the end of the month. So mark your calendars, February 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we will be doing the next live from home. Of course, I'll be performing right from here. And KDFoxx will actually be joining me. She'll be doing live art. So live art, live drawing while we broadcast. And I'll be doing a beat set while she's creating live art. And then I'll do my normal set with me performing, which will include, of course, you know, stuff that it's Black History Month. So I'm going to perform certain songs of mine, along with the fact that this is also February, which means that besides Black History Month, for those of you who know about my work with Nujabes, this is the month he was born in and passed in. So, of course, you know, I'm going to pay homage to him as well during my set. So that's happening February 25th. But back to the project with KDFoxx. One of the things I learned about her while working with her is that she experiences, and correct me if I'm saying this wrong, but I believe it's synesthesia, where you sometimes see color when you hear sounds, or like some people, like, you know, when they smell certain things or certain senses are engaged, they see color, right? Or different things. And so she actually experiences that. And so one of the things that she told me is that, like, when she's making her art, when she's working on the stories and different things, music helps her do that. So she's anxiously waiting for me to start volume 2, because that helps fuel her creation as well. So it's interesting because, of course, I want to know what direction we're going with volume 2, right? With the next part of the story, because that also fuels my creation. So we kind of got to meet somewhere in the middle before either one of us get too far along to push the other one to create. So it's going to be interesting, man, for sure. But thanks for that question, Ice Killer. That was a great question. All right, let's see. So here's another question from Warpath. Hey, what up, Warpath? Thanks for joining us, man. Yes, the album is completely out right now. You can stream/download it on any of the DSPs, digital streaming platforms. It's on everything now. So, of course, today is Bandcamp Friday, so that's the best place to support. But we appreciate the support wherever you choose to give it. And a quick update. We are currently over 22,000 streams on Spotify right now because of y'all. There are over 74 people listening this very second to my music, which I'm sure a lot of that includes, this album as well. So thank y'all, man. It's going crazy today. So, yo, we appreciate y'all, man. Seriously. But yeah, let's see. Other questions or comments? Hey, Ice Killer, I remember you back from the Substantial Sundays day. Yeah, man. I told you, Ice Killer's a vet, and so is Warpath, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. Going through the comments. Yes, looking forward to February 25th. Me as well. All right. Yeah, man. It happens to a lot of different types of creative stuff. That condition is very interesting. I'm jealous because I don't get it. You know what I mean? Although I think it freaked me out a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? But let's see. Yeah, her style of art is really, really dope. Oh, and just another announcement while we're here. So you got this version of the album, which is out right now, but just know that we're going to drop a completely instrumental version. So the 2 songs with rapping on it will be completely instrumental. That's dropping March 4th. But then also the tracks that have voiceovers on them will also be completely instrumental. So there will be another version of this album with a different cover, which includes more art by KDFoxx, which will be dropping in exactly a month. So 4 weeks from now, look out for that as well. Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate all the love, yo. All right. Yeah, man. Thank you. So, all right, let's get into this next track. This was the last track from the unreleased tracks from the project that we'll play. And then after that, we'll close out. And then I'm going to let you hear some other stuff and give you like one or two more updates, all right? Let's see. Let's get into it. Old Sound of Rebel Times 2.0. I'll explain why it's 2.0 later.
It for you, Tirena. I am an old sound of rebel times. Every shout a deep emotional lyric. They said female canary had no voice. Spun me on the turntable of the past while the young blood forget I am present. And my records collect dust sitting on wooden shelves while trash collect in the streets of a city I once knew.
Shout out to my wife who was doing the voiceover. You already know, Steph. Yeah, she's been trying to do voiceover acting and voiceover work for a long time. And so for those who don't know, Shell is my wife. And she's actually done a few things, a few professional voiceover gigs. Shout out to DJ RBI. Appreciate you, brother.
Music soothes the savage beast, they say.
Salute to Maracabas, who he co-produced this track. I got you, Bob. You already know, brother. Let me know if you decide to play it on your show, man. I'll definitely share that. MG, dog, thank you. I appreciate you for listening. Warpath, thank you for the compliment, man. Listen, we're lifetime learners, brother, trying to better ourselves every day, man. Thank you for that love. Dope, Bob. Looking forward to checking that out, man. Everybody make sure you subscribe to Bob's channel. Always putting together dope, man, he curates some really great playlists and has been showing love to people like myself, Marcus D, and so many others over the years and helped introduce us to a lot more fans. So thank you, Bob. We appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. So that is it of the unreleased track. So let's circle back real quick so you can understand why this is version 2.0 of that particular track. So originally the track was completely produced by Maracabas. He shared it with KDFoxx. She really loved the track and sent it to me. And so, this was the only track at that moment that I didn't produce at all. And so it would have been a little strange to have all of the record done by me and then kind of have the one random track. It would have made it more of a compilation. And so what I did was I reached back out to Katie and was like, hey, see if it's possible if he could send me the stems so I could go back and rework what he created. And so for those of you who listen to a lot of different Japanese hip hop producers, they very much have their own sound, and you can hear that in here. But you know, I have a sound where drums are very important for the music that I make, right? Like the drums and the bass of like for me are like the heartbeat of music. And if I hear a track where I feel like the drums could you know, could kind of help make the music move a bit more, like, you know, I wanna find a way to do that. And so when I heard his music, the music was beautiful. So a lot of what you're hearing in this, it's how the music was originally played. And then I went back in, adjusted different levels to bring certain things out. I found a few other samples that he didn't have and added it in to create other, you know, just to create other textures and stuff in there. And use different filters. I took his bass line actually and shifted it a bit, and added a little something to it to just make it feel, you know, warmer and just mesh perfectly with the drums that I had programmed in the newer version of it. And so when you hear the tracks, when they both start, right, the original version and this version, it sounds like it's going to be the same thing. But there's a clear difference, you know, and I feel like this version meshes better with everything else that's happening on the project because of the fact that, you know, I have a sound that is, you know, my sound, and you can obviously hear my influences, but it makes it now work with everything else while still standing out, but it feels like it belongs with everything else now, at least in my opinion. And so, yeah, man, really proud of that track. That track is doing extremely well right now. I think it's like it might be the second or third highest streaming song on the project right now. And so that's exciting. But yeah, man, yeah, right now. Yeah. So that track just came out today and will probably be over 1,000 streams like within the next hour. So that's kind of crazy. So yeah, man, definitely some Dilla inspiration. You know, I'm a huge Dilla fan, Steph. You know, even before like it was cool to wear Dilla shirts, I was a Dilla fan. In fact, let's blow me up so I'm not just all small in the background so you can see me. This image that is over my left shoulder, which is going to be on the right side for you all, that I know you can't really see, but it's actually a Dilla t-shirt that DJ Hav gave me. That was so dope that when the shirt started getting kind of tattered and all of that, I framed it. It's just a super dope illustration of Dilla. I know y'all can't really see it that well, but yeah. So of course you hear some of his influence in my music. But yeah, man, so that is it about the project. I'm gonna stop talking y'all to death about Animal Arithmetic. I'm just gonna remind you one last time that you can stream it on all platforms, or you can purchase it on Bandcamp. If you have not purchased the USB cassette yet, the last one is still available, but will be gone, I'm sure, by the end of the day. So make sure you grab that before you can't grab that. It's all good, Zeo Crisis. Better late than never. And over here, we ain't tripping about timeliness. You know what I'm saying? CP time. I don't even know if you black, but it's okay. It's okay. CP time's all right over here. You know what I mean? Because there will always be the replay. All right. Let's see. So speaking of replays, for anyone who missed Substantial Live from Home last week featuring Millen, it is all good. You can watch the replay of that. I will throw the link in there in a second, but let me throw the link for the album that came out today in here one last time. So once again, Animal Arithmetic Volume 1 is available right about now. So please stream the hell out of it. Please share the hell out of it. Tag us, because when I see you tagging us and stuff, you know I'm going to try to retweet it or like share it again in IG or whatever platform you post it on. So I appreciate y'all for supporting us, man. It definitely makes a difference. As you can see, we don't get a lot of coverage all the time. Although I will say, shout out to Liberty Music PR, who has been working the Your Greatest Weapon single. And we have been getting a decent amount of press, radio play, and TikTok support for that song. So shout out to them for doing a great job so far. And we still got a few more weeks of working that record, and definitely appreciate their efforts, man. But I did want to remind you all that if you missed Substantial live from home last week with me and the homie Millen. No worries. We definitely, man, we had a great time, and you can catch the replay on YouTube right now. Apologies in advance. We did have a technical issue where there was a lot of echo for Millen. I figured out what the issue was, and so I'm considering doing a restream or doing another playback of it without that problem. So, y'all let me know how you feel about that. I will run it back at some point and make that available. But in the meantime, here's the link for those of you who missed the last one. All right, let me drop this in here. Substantial live from home with Millen. Bong, bong. And if y'all didn't see Millen do his thing, I am sad for you because Millen absolutely bodied it, man. But here is the substantial live from home from last week. Again, man, yeah, definitely check out Millen's music. He was in here showing off. He wasn't actually in here, but he was in the interwebs showing off and doing his thing. And yeah, man, it was great to witness. All right. That's what's up. Yeah, man, for sure. In a perfect world, Steph, what I see is, we get booked by a particular con that has the budget, right? I see basically us having a whole band, a Holla at Sound of the City, right? And, and if they're not available, just whoever from the band is available. We get Steph, we get you, Steph, and then we get Precious, and we get Millen. You know what I mean? So we got the 3-part harmony set up and all of that, and then 3 vocal styles that are very unique. And then, we get Malcolm Jackson to fly out from Texas. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be insane. Insane. And maybe if Marcus is available to come from Japan, so we got Twinkle Fingers, you know what I'm saying? Got Josh showing off on vocals. We got my man Malcolm with his mallets. Son, single thug tier B, that would be insane. And yeah, I would like to see this too, Ice Killer. I think that would be dope as well. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that, Warpath. You could still, when I played it back, it was crazy. He still killed it. All right, so let's see. I think what I'm gonna do now is get y'all hip to some other things that are out. So a couple things that are out right now. First thing we will start with is shout out to the brother Kenichiro Nishihara. I'm not gonna play the whole song because I'm really trying to wrap up because it's 1 o'clock now, so I gotta get ready to go. But I'm gonna play this song, just a piece of it for you guys before I go. But Kenichiro Nishihara dropped a new album, and I have a song on it, and it's called Follow the Love. So I'm gonna play a verse from the song, and I'll let you find the rest of it on your own. And then after that, I'm gonna let you hear a piece of another collab that just dropped with me on production. All right, so here we go.
Substantial and Kenichiro from the U.S. to Japan, let the people know. Seeing love and being in love ain't the same as receiving love. Don't get it confused. Far too many don't receive it enough. They got a shortage of people to trust, but that ain't news. And our decline's been gradual, seduced by the lies. Now we're mad at truth, far from rational. And the desperate feel they did what they had to do. Though the evidence isn't tangible. How you love another for how they hating on others instead of what they doing for you, which is nothing. Not to keep up our brothers and disrespecting our mothers and sisters, and it's the person you choose. Hope you bluffing. And because of that, there's never nothing to do. Make believers do receivers, now it's something to you. Until better days finally come into view. I'm spreading love like I got something to prove with nothing to do. Got too much love to waste my life hate. Seen too much hate to just become complacent. Instead of waiting for change, we make it. Futures in our hands, my fam, let's claim it. Got too much love to waste my life hating. Seen too much hate to just become complacent. Instead of waiting for change, we make it. Futures in our hands, my fam, let's claim it. Make love.
Yeah, man. So again, shout out to Kenichiro. Y'all can check out the whole track. It's available on Bandcamp right now. It's also available across all streaming platforms. And salute to him because his album is in the top 100 on multiple platforms. Apple Music and mostly, I want to say in over 10 countries from what I saw from this app that I use that lets me know how music's performing. And this new album that he dropped is definitely, my song has been in the top 100 for like multiple countries around the world. Like if I view it real quick, it's performing really, really well. Of course, some of that is my song. A lot, but it's his whole project is doing well. And I'm just honored to be a part of it per usual, man. Shout out to him for always thinking of me. But yeah, right now in Guatemala, the album is number 17 for jazz albums on Apple Music. Hold on. It was a bunch of other ones. In Macau, it's number 21 for Apple Music for jazz albums. And what was it? Malaysia, it's number 41 for on Apple Music. Germany, it's number 61 for on Apple Music for jazz albums. In Mongolia, it's number 14. Yeah, it keeps going. I don't even know how to say that. Mauritius. I always mess the name of that country up. You know what the hell I was trying to say. Let me stop before I hurt myself. It's number 19 in that country, which is hard to pronounce. So on and so forth, man. It pops up a bunch more times. So shout out to him. I'm just honored. Yeah, man. And Fat John's on that album as well. Shout out to my brother J Live. He's on that record too. RBI, let's do that, man. Let's do that. I'll text you when I get off, man. Oh, by the way, my sister Steph, she lives down here now, bro. So, we all should build at some point. All right, here's a question I'll answer before I go. Ever been to New Zealand? I'm a big fan. Thank you, James Willer. I appreciate it, man. I have not been to New Zealand, but I would love to go. In fact, me and my wife watch, there we go, a lot of Tiny Living shows and stuff because one of our dreams is to have a tiny home at some point in time, like when our kids are old enough and they've moved out and all of that. And so, and a lot of the times when we watch those shows or whatever, they're always in New Zealand, you know what I mean? So definitely, I know y'all like a tiny home substantial, really? Yeah, it's crazy, I know. But anyway, I'm gonna play this last track for you, play a snippet of this joint. This track is from a brother named, hold on, let me bring it up. So this track I'm about to play for y'all is from an artist named Calvin Love, all right? If you have never heard of Calvin Love, it's all good, you're about to hear him now. He's a brother who, the music he makes is real vibey, you know what I mean? Like, when you listen to his stuff, you're not listening to someone who's out here trying to be like super lyrical. He just is very focused on like a real chill, cool vibe. Some of his songs are like really, really dope. Others are just like, yo, it's just kind of floating. It's just chill. So if you like kind of that vibey music and stuff from your rappers and stuff, he's definitely a dude to check out. And he has a project that just came out today called Kai. I'm trying to bring up so you can see the image of it now. Yeah, but this is the brother here. All right, so I'm sure y'all can see that. But yeah, man, the brother Kai Love right here. So, and yeah, man, you might see him pictured with somebody you all recognize. He's actually the son of Snoop Dogg, and he dropped a song today called Levy, which is actually produced by me. So, and those of you who are OGs and know about Substantial Sundays, you'll recognize the beat because he reached out to me about this beat nearly 2 years ago. And so here it is. It's a little snippet of his song, Levy.
Only a few I see that fit in my circle. Ay, I swear I love when my feelings is purple. You gotta keep that water flowing in circles. I like yoga, I describe it as purple. I'm trying to run it up, I'm trying to stack bags lavish. These hippies love me like acid. Beat drop like tablets. Open your mind is fantastic. Living like Madden, balling like.
I figured it was the one to end with, Warpath.
Where I swear they got the picture. All hell, love, not Hitler. I'm obviously different cause my mind is now unlimited. Breaking down the barriers, look up to me like Harriers. Say UAV inbound when I'm bound to hit the town. Always smoking on that bomb when they hit it, tango down. Always smoking on that bomb when they hit it, tango down. Ay, I got Levy in the front, haters in the back. I need both, not one. Now my balance is intact. I got some that say they hate me. I got some that say I'm whack, but I'm not blinded by the lies. No,
Shout out to Malcolm Jackson on Vibraphone.
Just cooler when it's hot and I be hot when it's cool. Just living like a regular, cause I'm the new move. I'm changing swags on they ass, just like Geminis do. Changing swags on they ass, just like Geminis do.
Yeah, man. So just go ahead and check him out. The album is called Kai. That track right there is called Levy. There is a track on there. I'm trying to remember, where is that joint at? There's a track from his album. I didn't produce it, but man, it's probably one of my favorite joints that he's done. And I want to make sure I put y'all on to that. Oh man, where's the cover joint? I can't find it. I think I added it to, I'm gonna see if I added it to this playlist. Because even though I'm cool, like, yo, listen, the track he did to my joint, I'm appreciative. But I heard this other track he did, and I was like, yeah, that's the one right there, though. You know what I mean? So, I'd be remiss if I didn't shout that one out. And I want to make sure I give you the name of it. Let me see if I added it already. Oh, where is it at? Oh, I'm so blown. Okay, go to singles, popular releases, go discography. Yeah, it was the single before. Yeah, there you go. Hey, I'm going to let you hear this other joint he got that I was really digging. It's called Rich Roll. Check out this one here.
Phone on 2%. Whoa.
Again, like,
Last one.
if you're a person who listens to artists based on vibe,
Some wanted all, some born the ball, man, I done heard it all. With all the love that I receive, I go and build them all. Showing no interest to people, I see no benefits. I'm only focused on energy, have no enemies. My energy brings me inner peace, so I'm winning G. Can't take no losses cause
This
I'm
joint's
winning
called
within.
Rich Roll.
Motivation, I'm surrounded by a gang of sins, but still I choose to live, I won't never quit. The shit that I spit is dope, and I ain't never lied, baby, I'm a real bro. And I ain't even creeping, baby, I just rich roll. Put that on my soul, and I put that on my folks and them, yeah. I'm like Frieza on my golden shit, yeah. I'm like Goku on heroic shit, yeah. I live a life of ownership, yeah. I'm living like I own this shit, cause I do. I feel it's time I made it, I've been living life so basic.
yeah, man. So like I said, that was Calvin Love. Make sure you check out his stuff, man. His album just dropped today. It's called Kai. It's Kaii. I might have said this, pronounced that wrong, but regardless, check him out. Real cool dude, man. We've kept in contact over the last 2 years and stuff, building on that track and other things. And really cool brother, man. And it was super dope when he reached out. You know what I mean? Because he ain't hit me on no superstar stuff or nothing. He was really trying to keep it on the low, who he was, and we just was building. And then he shared later who he was, and I was like, oh man, that's crazy. But you never know who's listening. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's checking out your music, and that right there. That's love. So anyway, y'all, on that note, man, thank y'all so much for watching another Substantial Weekly. Thank y'all in advance if you haven't copped the album yet but are planning to. I appreciate you. Lastly, let me hit you with this link because I just thought about this and I know I didn't mention it before, but Animal Arithmetic will be coming out on vinyl. And so you can actually pre-order a copy. It's currently being pressed right now. And it's not too late to pre-order and secure your copy. So here it is for the vinyl. Here's a link for you all, for those of you who want to support. Thank you, man. I hope that y'all enjoyed the show. This has definitely been a bit more active than some of the other Substantial Weeklies. So shout out to everybody for showing up today, man. Of course, I do this every Friday except the last Friday of the month because that's when Substantial Live from Home happens, and we're going to continue to do that. So I'll see you next week. Shout out to those of you if it's your first time watching. Make sure you subscribe, man, and hit that like button and share. And if you haven't watched the Your Greatest Weapon video, please check that out, and all of the other awesome things that's happening on the channel. So thank you again, man. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. Peace, 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 peace.